Okay, here we are. Welcome everyone. Good to have you here. Another day, another live stream. We just keep them up. We just keep them up, keep them coming. Good to have you here. And we're gonna talk about Bitcoin, no? Hopefully you have a good week so far. One more day, Friday. And the midweek has ended, which means the market will be closed after tomorrow. And today we had some news, but also tomorrow, Friday, October 11th, we have some news as well. Now, short notice, but as you know, I mean, short notice, I say it now, but of course already made a post earlier on YouTube and Discord. I will be in an airplane the whole day tomorrow, so there will not be any content tomorrow. And on Saturday, there is a birthday party that I will attend, so I'm not sure if I can make content because it's planned to be the whole day, I believe. So, yeah, just so you know. But, yeah, welcome. Good to have you here. CSU, Odin. Welcome, Odin, Mark, Legendario, Thunderin. Yaniv, nice to have you here, man. Yeah, welcome. Good to have you. Sam, welcome. And by the way, Sam, thanks for sharing the pictures. So Sam loves to work out using his bicycle. So in the live stream yesterday, he mentioned that he had a bike ride or went for a bike ride, and as you can see, like, yeah, sorry, I didn't reply yet, but here we go. You can see Sam in action and enjoy some of the beautiful views that we have in Europe. So yeah, I mean, it's incredible, no? I mean, it looks like something I gotta do. And nice one here as well. All kitted, no? So coming home even more to the point. Yeah, absolutely. 1%, 1 kilometer. No, man, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Good job on your trip. Messi 33, Arnold Pages, Birabit coming in with a 5 gifted. Yo, Birabit, thanks, man. Birabit is also the one that gifted 50 memberships a few weeks ago, which is, of course, insane. And now, Birabit, you're back. Like, you had a good week, I hope. No, you had a good week. Thanks for the 5 gifted. Matt, Ways of the Jedi, Dexter, Nick Otter G, and Tangerine. Make sure to fill in the link that someone will share, and if I'm quicker, then I will share. But thank you, Odin. I appreciate your help. So if you click on the link and then fill in your details, we will get you sorted and bump you up to the silver membership, because the gift is bronze, but we'll bump you up to silver. So that's short-term updates and stuff. Of course, I will be in South Africa for a few days, but I will still write in silver and whenever I can, and same with the live streams. But thanks Birabit, man. I appreciate it, man. Also, by the way, Birabit, everyone, he started his own YouTube channel, not Elliott Waves per se, but it's interesting. If you go to Bitcoin TA, you might find the Birabit TA Lounge. I can recommend it. It's an incredible amount of knowledge from Birabit in this thread, and he also has his YouTube channel, The Rabbit Hole. So if you're interested in what he does, make sure to check it out. Greg, welcome. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Arnold, of course. So what we're going to cover in today's live stream is the chart, but we're actually not really going to deep dive too much into the waves because everything is known. The drop is as expected. And yeah, I mean, what's there to say? Maybe we can, maybe during the live stream, we can take the load. That would actually be nice. We're not far away. No, we're getting quite close. So yeah, we'll see. But of course, I will show you what we were thinking. So we'll do a repeat of the last week, a little bit of a summary, why the probabilities were higher to move to the downside, even though price was moving up to 64. And yeah, we're getting quite close to the low now, no? So very nice, very nice. So we're going to cover Elliott waves. I will shortly start again with a short notification of what's going to happen in the upcoming 2 weeks. And then we jump into the analysis, and then we have enough time for chat and Q&A, and then I got to pack my bags. So no idea what this is. If anyone likes to translate. Abdul. Hey Koen, long time. Hope you're doing well and adjusted in new. I was grinding on trading lately. I noticed the correlation of CVD, open interest, and price. Do you look at open interest? I actually don't. I get that question sometimes, and you can find a relation between CVD and open interest. But when I check my statistics about open interest in combination with CVD, I did not have any statistically significant difference between using open interest and not using open interest with my CVD. So I decided against it. I removed open interest because it's another tool I then have to check, which makes the execution procedure more complicated than it has to be, because open interest is not giving me the gains versus the amount of time and another thing I have to check. It didn't improve the results. So yeah. Seriga, welcome. SW8, what's up? Chester B Tester, welcome. And so let's start with the notification, while I actually also put let me clean my chart and then do this. Okay, very nice. So short at the beginning, some of you may have noticed that in the past 2 days, or since Monday night or Tuesday, there's no 3 uploads a day. And that is because I'm in the Netherlands at the moment, visiting friends and family before going to South Africa tomorrow. So it's a bit of a different content schedule than you may be used to. I also posted it in Discord in the Koen's content section, not the Koen's update section, actually. So over here, you can pause the stream if you wish to, but here I basically write that tomorrow I go to Cape Town. I'm there for 10 days. I will upload as much as I can, preferably aiming for like once a day. But some days I might not be able to upload, like tomorrow, maybe Saturday as well. The Sunday altcoin streams will, of course, might not be on Sunday, because I don't know how my time is going to work out and our plans. And, there's several birthdays, so it's going to be a busy time. Whenever I can, I'm there. Just like today, of course. Like actually, I was planning to be live during the news earlier today, but I did not have that opportunity. I was with my brother, and and then the day continues, and here we are. But I'm still here. So just so you know, I will be in South Africa for 10 days. I will be back on the 23rd, flying 22nd, back on the 23rd of October. But I will be uploading whenever I can, mostly live streams. And the reason I like to do live streams is because it is easiest for me when I'm traveling, because it costs the least amount of time, because I can analyze the chart while you guys are watching as well. So I don't have to do it before, like making a video and then record and then edit and then, so it's just easier. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's the reason why the content might be a bit messy, a bit less structured, but then after the 23rd, I'm back. That's that. So I just want to let you know, in November, I do have a few speaking gigs in the Netherlands. So sometimes I will have to travel to the Netherlands, because I'm also a global keynote speaker, in case you don't know. If you look for my name, you will find the speaker agencies as well. And so I will have a few speaking gigs in the Netherlands. And then in December, Christmas, I'll be with my family as well. So that's in the upcoming months. But yeah, that's that. Let's get this started, shall we? Anoop, welcome. Good to have you here. The whole world popping in. Yusuf, good to have you here as well. Yeah, I'm doing great. Have a good time, good trading. And nothing to complain. It's nice to see friends, nice to see family. spend some time with everyone because I moved to France in August. So, it's nice to then come back to the Netherlands and see everyone again. So I quickly remove everything here, and we will shortly cover weekly, daily, and then local price action. Now, the weekly daily is going very quick because I want to just summarize the analysis we have done yesterday and basically this week, arguably, because the probabilities were constantly higher to move down anyway. And we are moving down. So that's very, very nice. Good to see. Probabilities playing out is what we like. So what is the time? 16 minutes into the live stream. Let's do a little bit of chatting. I want to start at 17, so I have a round number for the timestamp later. Talib, welcome, Mr. Brownbug. Good to have you here, Brownbug. Makes me think, I'm not sure. I think I still have to reply to your Discord message as well. Messi 33, number of Max Verstappen, the rabbit hole. To reach your goal. Save your money, man. Yo, what a guy. I would appreciate it, but no. The channel is growing as well. So now it's 13.9, but maybe it's going to be 14 next week. And then before you know it, no. Yeah, take care, Beer a bit. Okay. So weekly time frame, highest probability scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5-wave structure to the upside. An impulse. Common target for 4 is on the chart, 57.1, 42.8. Invalidation, 37.7. After R4, we look for a wave 5, target 81 to 129K. If there are any questions in particular, then of course ask them because we do have questions for the Q&A. Now then we have a bullish and bearish scenario on the daily. In both of these scenarios, the probabilities are higher to take out the low, and the probabilities of this scenario you see, I'll explain it in a second, and what you see here, which I'll also explain in a second, very much depends on the price action here. So I will tell you what I will be looking for and how the probabilities will, be how the probabilities will be affected by the price action in that area. So the bullish scenario on the daily is a finished 3-wave corrective structure, and then we have an impulsive structure up, a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in a diagonal, which is what you see here, where the trend lines are converging to one another, you want to have overlap between a wave 4 and wave 1 price action. Now clearly there is overlap between your wave 1 and your wave 4, so that's fine. You want wave 3 to move above wave 1, check. But we need to wait for a wave 4, right? So support in the area down here. Preferably this wave 4 was longer in time than just this drop. And the main reason is compared to wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, this move down only for a wave 4 is very short in time. Time is very important in Elliott waves. So for a wave 4, it's much better to get a bigger 3-wave structure, and then you look for support and price to move up. Wave 4 has to be a zigzag or double zigzag structure, so that's then what we are looking for. So from a time perspective, probabilities were higher to still look for lower and also the local move up, but we'll get there. So we then look for support and price moving up. What I'll be looking for from an Elliott wave point of view is what I'll explain in a second. Your invalidation is 52.5K. 3-wave move up in 5 is what we then want to see. Take out the high of wave 3 and then get a 3-wave correction and continuation. In other words, you'll be ranging for probably at least another 1.5 months minimum, probably 2 even, till the end of the year almost. In the bearish scenario, you are looking for, quite simply, continuation down to take out the low. No need to go in a lot of detail from an Elliott wave point of view. We're looking for a WXY, WXY, for the Elliott wavers here, but quite simply, we're looking for a straight line to the downside to take out this low, which is the invalidation of the bullish scenario. All right. Now, in this case, we do not want to see clear support here. So that is the difference, right? In both of these scenarios, you're looking for price to move down, but it is the area of support here that matters the most. And we do have some support. So to the downside locally, we have this blue box here, right, between 58K and 56.8K. Now, short side note, before you reach that box, we do have the point of control here at 59.5K, right? So we do have a little bit of support down here, right? It's a point of control, it's a volume level, interesting. But the main area of support and the main interest I have would be this blue box here, between 58 and 56.8K. Now, from an Elliott wave point of view, if the bearish scenario is true and you look for price to move towards the downside and take out that low, preferably you're looking for an impulse. 1, 2, and then you want to see a wave 3 to the downside, which basically means that the ranges that you get should be short, right? Shouldn't be very long, shouldn't really retrace very high anymore. You preferably want to see price moving down, hit support, bit of a range, maybe retest, right? Retest again, and then you continue. No? While in a bullish scenario, hold, right? Range on top of support, and you want to see price, first of all, the longer the range, the better it is for the bulls. And second, you of course want price to move towards the upside. And we will not think about double 1-2s, which lead to a very big wave 3 at the moment. So for the bearish scenario, you preferably just move straight to the downside. And for the bulls, this is what you're going to be looking for. A longer sideways range on top of support. The weekend is coming as well. So it could be a nice weekend price action area, right? For a bit of a range, get a bit of a bounce, wick the lows, and then higher high, higher low, price action up, move down early next week, maybe grab some liquidity of previous lows, and then you move towards the upside. So that is something I'll be looking for. Now, everyone has different tools and things of support or weakness, strength or weakness that you look for. Of course, keep an eye on whatever you look at. So if you're looking for bullish momentum, RSI, MACD could be what you use. Money flow indicator, in my case, I like to use CVD, structure, Elliott waves, right? I have my support and resistance boxes and I observe the reaction there. So that is stuff that I will be looking at according to my trading plan, no? If I'm not in an airplane, at least. But usually when price makes a low, it will take many hours for me before I enter a position. So, and the weekend is coming, so I think that, so tomorrow I can't do anything because I'll be flying, and I do have Wi-Fi, but when I'm flying, I preferably do other stuff. I don't really like to fly and have the risk of no Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi cutting out or all that stuff. You know, I like stability when I'm trading, which doesn't really happen in an airplane. So probably during the weekend, I might consider doing something, or next week. But at least an important area of support to the downside. Now this move up here on the 1 hour time frame. We've been talking about this for a while now, of course. I mean, it's been quite a long move to the upside from the 3rd of October all the way up, took almost a week. But the probabilities for this move to the upside were higher to be corrective. Make sure to check out the previous videos and live streams if you're interested as well in all of the details as price was moving to the upside, the different thoughts that we had. But you can also just read the thumbnail that I posted, I think at the beginning of this week, which was take the low again or another low or something like this. So we were already, of course, looking for price to still take out the low, and price has been climbing, but the probabilities are higher for it to be corrective. Yesterday, I'll shortly summarize this. Yesterday we mentioned that if this would be a significant low and you look for impulsive continuation to the upside, you need an impulsive structure to the upside, which is either a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. It is either a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction continuation, or a multi 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe another one, and up. However, this move to the upside is none of these three. An impulse to the upside would need to be counted as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this being a wave 1 is low probabilities, as a wave 1 has to be a 5-wave structure. And the problem is that we can count a potential diagonal in here, but this move down and this second leg up, that's not what you want to see. It increases probabilities for a 3-waver and not ending in wave 1 at this high. Second, if you do end a diagonal here, you could have a running triangle, A, B, C, D, and then E, but that's not allowed in a wave 2. So it doesn't work. So having a wave 1 here, low probabilities, lowered the probabilities for the whole thing up, and also this final leg up is very much a 3-wave structure and not a 5-wave structure, making it difficult to count this as an impulse, because we then want a 5-wave impulse to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We missed wave 4 and the wave 5. A diagonal here doesn't work. If you do want to count a diagonal, it's expanding. Expanding is very rare, never preferred unless everything else fails. And then a multi 1-2 would need to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, etc. But we broke the laws, invalidating multi 1-2s. Increasing probabilities, this is corrective, which we already spoke about at the not only the beginning of this week, but also last week as price was moving up. And yeah, now here we are. So very nice. As price was moving to the downside here, initially, price moved to the downside and CVD was moving to the downside as well. Over here, price moving down, CVD moving down. But as price started ranging, that is when you were able to see the bearish CVDs coming in locally as well. Market structure has changed. Right, market structure changed. You took out the lows. You're starting to range with bearish CVDs, still bearish market structure as well. Very attractive to look for price to move towards the downside. No big retracements as well. We just like tanked every time. So it happens. So, and now we also hit the 886, taken from the low to the high. Did we take the low, by the way? Not yet. We're almost there. Almost. But we hit the 886 earlier today. I wrote this to Silver. We hit the 886, which oh, my Control Z doesn't want to work. But we hit the 886, so the probabilities immediately are higher to take out this low, as any move towards the upside has a higher probability of being a wave C or Y or any other corrective structure, but generally C or Y. So higher probabilities to later come down and take out the low. So in other words, after an 886 touch, the bias from an Elliott wave point of view is going to be towards the downside to look for weakness and for price to take out the low. And we almost did, but yeah, we're not there yet. We have to wait a little bit longer. I would like it to see it happen during the live stream, just because we've been talking about it for so long now. So that would be nice. And let me quickly refresh this. And oh. While we look at the chat, what do we see here? Siu, thank you for all the updates. Managed to make a lot of gains in the last 2 weeks. Yo, Siu, managed to work on my discipline. Good job. First of all, congratulations with your trading, your plan, your execution, right? Of course, whatever I show on YouTube is educational, but this is what it's all about, right? That shows that what you're doing well. And you're working on your discipline. Psychology is super important in trading. It's arguably, for me, the most important thing, because you can have the best plan in the world, but if your psychology is shit, you're going to be a losing trader. And it's great to hear that you manage to follow your plan, increase your discipline, which eventually leads to a lot of gains, which is exactly what we like to hear. So yeah, good job, Siu. What's this? Cheers, maybe a band-aid and Mark, appreciate it, guys. What's up, maybe a band-aid, by the way? Hope you're good. Let me know, maybe a band-aid in the mods chat, how you're doing in America with all the hurricanes. But yo, see, that makes me happy. I'm actually gonna I have a folder on my PC where I save like messages, because it just makes you happy. So I'm gonna add that one to it. Thank you, Siu, and appreciate the donation as well. And yeah, congrats on your gains, man. Keep it up. So that's part 2, of course, is now that you're making a lot of gains, make sure you manage your emotion plus the money, right? So take a little bit out, treat yourself, maybe your girlfriend, wife, dog, whatever. And second is, do not feel invincible, if you know what I mean, because it's going to kick your ass. So trade safe, continue following the plan, don't over leverage. And if you get that urge to over leverage and stuff, then either walk away from the PC, right? Or take money out of that account and just start where you started earlier, just to avoid you making those mistakes. No? So congratulations, man. Continuing the analysis here, right? So the 886 was touched locally. Probability is higher to take out the low, so we're basically waiting for that to happen. It is relatively common for price after an 886 touch to move towards the golden pocket. We moved towards it. We actually didn't hit it, not so far at least, but we got close. The bias is to the downside. Locally on the 15-minute time frame, this was very, very early during the day. So, for me, it was in the middle of the night. But if you take an 886 from the low to the high, so this is the same principle, but then on the 15, price hit the 886, increasing probabilities that what's happening here is corrective, not impulsive. Increasing probabilities to still take out the lows. We took the low. So the bias is to the downside the moment you hit an 886 from a very fresh low. Bias is towards taking out the low. The only way that probabilities change for upside is if you get impulsive moves up, but this is all very, especially with the move down with the news, it's all very corrective, like 3 wavy. So here we are. We took the low now. So at least this one. So that one played out. Maybe we still hit the golden pocket, but the bias is towards the downside, taking the low, and then we have the golden pocket, not the golden pocket. We have the point of control to the downside as first area of support, which interestingly on the 4 hour, wait, is there a difference between the 4 hour and the daily point of control? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I selected the low. If I take it one right, it's different, no? Wow, interesting. So if you select the low, which is actually what we like, the point of control is below at 59.5. So still, even if you select one candle to the right, point of control, you're below the point of control now, which arguably is more bearish. But at least keep an eye on 59.5. But an area of interest for me, which is more interesting, is the blue box here, 58K to 56.8K. And if you're curious what's in there, we just open it up. And you can see there's a few levels in between, but monthly, it's a little bit solo, like it's in the middle of not too much. The monthly naked point of control, 57.9, is the main thing that I would love to see it hit and then observe the reaction. Daily naked point of control here as well. And it's also, I believe, the golden pocket taken from the low to the high. Yes. You can't actually see it because of my colors. It's the green one. So you can see you also have the golden pocket here. So yeah, it's a nice area to keep an eye on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. If price comes down there, I'll keep an eye on price action, keep an eye on the reaction, and then we take it from there. For now, though, I will keep this on my chart and we go into chatting and Q&A. So I'll just keep this on my chart, also the golden pocket. And yeah. So there you go. There you go. I think trading-wise, it's been very nice. So even though the corrective structure up here is very messy, very annoying to count, the probabilities were higher for it to be corrective. It's just about finding the timing to short, right? When can I short? Like the bias is down, cool, but when can I enter the short? So it's like it was a patience game. So I had my long from the low, but I closed at the point of control. which was hit here, by the way, the daily naked point of control. So I was in that position pretty much during the weekend. And then when we hit the point of control, I exited because that was my target. And then it's like, you're looking for a moment to short. But I didn't have anything here, and then price moved down, and you're like, oh, are we going? Right? Are we going? And I'm not part of the move. And if so, then that's the case. It happens. But then as price starts to range, it gives you time, right? Price moving down, not interesting. As price is ranging, a range always gives most of the information. And that was definitely very nice that we had that range before the drop. But also the move to the upside here was very, very nice with CVDs. So it's been a very good time before, or I had a very good time in the markets before going on holiday. Pretty much already on holiday, but tomorrow, of course, I go to South Africa and still upload content, so don't worry. But it's going to be less structured, maybe not every day, but I'll be here as much as I can for you. So that's that, Joe. Elliott wave analysis at 17, and now chatting and Q&A. Pin the message. Quick look, where were we? So yeah, bear a bit, and CSU, thanks again, guys, for the support. It's I appreciate it. What to say. It's always difficult to really show appreciation through a webcam. But, by the way, talking about webcam versus offline, I'm actually very interested in planning something exciting. I actually want to still do it before the end of the year, early December. But I've been talking about it with my friends as well. I just need to get a better idea of the how, the what, the when. But maybe something is coming and will be posted soon for early December. Teaser. Okay. So still have 30 yeah. If you want to give everyone a membership. I don't actually know. I don't really look at the numbers too much because I care more about giving value than knowing how many members I have. And also Jeroen, employee, he's the one that keeps an eye on making sure everyone has the membership and everything is managed well. So I actually never really look at it. I care more about giving the best value in my content, helping as many people as I can, answering the questions, being there. But I'm pretty sure it's not 13.9K. But, bear a bit. Thanks for the support, and, keep it to you. Keep it for yourself as well. But I'm happy you had hopefully a good week. Good week. Sandra, welcome. Bravo, buona decisi. Bullish. CSU. What I don't know what it would mean. Good for teaching English. That is true. SWH, welcome. And so I don't speak the language, of course. I think I don't even know what it is. It's Asian, but I don't know if it's Korean or something else. But yeah, it's difficult for me to reply to that text. Yeah. You might need to use Google Translate or something in the beginning, but maybe it will slowly come to you, the English language. Supple, welcome. Thunderin, still constant bearish CVDs. It's what we like to see. It's been very consistent as the range was forming here. Locally, let's see. By the way, we did have bullish CVD, so let me actually remove this for the time being because of the confusion with the X's there. So, of course, price comes down. This first bullish CVD is absolutely not interesting to me. Quick move up, quick move down, bullish CVD. And then we take out the high again, so we make a higher high and we come down once more. We had another bullish CVD here, which is more interesting because you have a little bit of structure. The only thing is that you haven't really changed a lot of the like market structure. So we did take we didn't did we take that high? I actually don't even know. I didn't trade this price action here. I'm not sure. Did we change structure? No, we didn't. So we didn't actually change structure before price came down. My only reason, if I would have, that's a hindsight thing, obviously, but if I would have traded this with supported by bullish CVDs, it would have been here. And my entry would not be here at that moment in time. And that is, so I have different, by the way, there's different plans that I have. One of the plans or the ways I trade would be an earlier entry, but another one from an Elliott wave point of view would be here. And the reason is that if this is impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? The 618 is your invalidation for 4. Overlap with 1 would be an invalidation. Touching the 886 would be another sign to take out the high and therefore this high. So yeah, that would be like a potential opportunity. But I didn't see the chart the whole day today, so I clues. But in diamond, I did see Rosie. I'm not sure if Rosie is here, but what you were looking for is absolutely correct. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. Took the high, and then we moved to the downside. You know, so all good. Yeah. Hindsight is so 2020. What's up, Sipu? What's the ruling of C waves? Length and timing. Depends on the C wave you're looking for. Is it a zigzag C or is it a flat C? Of course, I have Igor Draskovic. Welcome, by the way, sir. Good to have you here. In case you don't know, I do have educational videos on my YouTube channel. So I have a whole playlist with every structure. But I can explain it during the stream. So there's two wave Cs, right? You have a zigzag and you have, well, I gotta make it a little bit nicer, no? And you have a flat, right? So this is a wave C and this is also a wave C. Wave Cs are always a 5-wave impulsive structures, or it's a diagonal, but it needs to be a motive wave. And a motive wave is either an impulse or diagonal, meaning a wave C has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a wave C has to be an ending diagonal, which is also a 5-wave structure. Now, in a wave C of a flat, most common is an expanding flat, but wave C in a flat is generally incredibly quick. So it's a fast, sharp move to the downside after taking the low. So here you would count this as a wave A, B, and then you have your wave C, right? And quite commonly in a flat, your wave C is the fastest structure. It's a quick impulsive move towards the downside, confirming a 3-wave structure up here. Of course, after hitting the 618, probabilities increase, taken from here to here. And then change structure, you're going to be looking for the low. Volume in wave C is highest in a flat, most commonly. Wave C goes below A, most commonly. Expanding flat and regular flat has wave C moving below A. A running flat does not, but that's rare. And in a zigzag, 535, if wave A is very fast, wave C tends to be slow. So if wave A is a sharp move down, then your wave C tends to be more of a staircase structure, more of a sideways. Of course, it's still an impulse, but a slower structure down. If wave A is very slow, for example, wave A is a diagonal, wave C can be incredibly quick. Now, I have two examples for you of a zigzag wave C that I can quickly show you here. The first one is a very quick C and also a very extended one. This was a slow A, was a diagonal, corrective B, and then a very sharp wave C. Very long one as well, by the way. This was a zigzag. This was, by the way, the 2nd of January this year, in case you want to check it. And the other one was earlier, was down here. We had a quick wave A and a very slow wave C. AB, longer C, and then we return towards the upside. And in a flat, we actually had quite a nice wave C in a flat not too long ago. 1 second, remove everything. Okay, keep that. So this here is a wave C in a flat, A, B, C. Wave C, by the way, in a flat, just to explain this as well, if you have a 3 wave A, 3 wave B, 5 wave C, you can take a fib time from the start of A to the end of B, double click, toggle on the 2, wave C max here, but that's the 2 fib time, and wave C has to be shorter than the 2 fib time. If it's longer than the 2 fib time, it's low probabilities you're looking at a wave C of a flat structure. In a zigzag, A, B, C, your wave C is most commonly between like the 3A2 and a 4 fib time of A, which is relatively big. If you want a like a smaller area, 0.618 to the 1.618. So you take a fib time, start of A, end of B, and then you have the 618s. Always a nice area for a wave C between the 618s here. But if you need a bigger area or you're looking for a bigger area, then the area between the 3A2, I can't zoom in because I need the chart in vision, but then the 3A2 to like a 4, that's fine. So I hope it answers the question. So without the drawing, but just theoretical to summarize, zigzag, if wave A is very fast, wave C has a higher probability of being slow, and vice versa. Common target for a wave C is between the 1 and the 1.236 trend-based fib extension taken from the start of A, end of B. 1.618 is still a target, a little bit less common, but still a target. Wave Cs can extend. And if you move past the 1.618, higher for wave 3s than wave Cs in probabilities. Time-wise, wave Cs commonly between the 3A2 and the 4 fib time of A. Keep an eye on the 0.618 and the 1.618 as well for a bit of a smaller range. And in a flat structure, your wave C commonly takes the low or high of A. In an expanding flat, most common flat, and a regular flat, less common. That happens. Running flat, the rarest flat, you don't take the high or low of A, but it's rare for a reason, so you don't expect it initially. Wave C can also be a diagonal in both cases, not just an impulse. Wave C in a flat generally has the highest volume. That is also something you tend to see in a zigzag. It's definitely not a rule or something, but it's just something you observe. Wave C in a flat is not shouldn't be twice the length of A plus B in a flat. And the target for C in an expanding flat is the 1.618 trend-based fib extension and the Fibonacci. And in a regular flat, it is the 1 to the 1.236 trend-based fib extension and the 1.105 Fibonacci. Yeah. And if you want everything I just mentioned in a video, you go to the channel and ta-da, here it is. Everything you need to know about zigzag. Here's the flats as well, and more. Triangles, WXYs, everything you need to know about Elliott waves is in there. What's up, BBL? How you doing? BZ Kilo, do you think we could rebound from here and start consolidation? I mean, yes, but my bias will remain taking out the low. So even if we consolidate here, even if this turns out to be a flat structure, right? A, B, C, move up, like my bias remains taking out the low. So I have no interest actually in looking for upside. But that's my personal plan. Everyone has their own plan. There's no financial advice. You guys know you're on YouTube. We're not in a financial advisor company. So yeah, I don't have interest. I look for the low to be taken and then take it from there. Yeah. For that one, I hope we do not go back to the golden pocket. Just push down. What's up, Ben? Yeah, I mean we're close. We're close. Yeah. No cigar, but close. Zwift, welcome. Greenwick, Maxim. See some messages coming. Yeah, structure, yo. $200 wanna cry. There's always a next one. Don't FOMO in, okay? Like it's missed, right? It missed, it started moving, but you had that entry for a reason. It was according to your plan. It's up to the market to give it to you or not. In this case, it didn't. Let it go. Look for the next one. RS Miller, welcome. Quarterly chart, I see breakout and retest of the old all-time high. What do you think? It's an area of support resistance. I have it on a monthly chart. I think you mean the same. So if I go to the monthly here and I just remove everything for a second, then I have this one. Here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're talking about this here. Or this, I suppose. It's just a support resistance area. Yeah. But I actually never identified the highs as a support area. Because when you look at the monthly in this case, right? So you have resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. This has always been more interesting to me. Instead of just looking for the highs as a resistance and now support. Quarterly chart. I mean, it's the same pretty much. I mean, yeah. I guess this can be your support resistance on the quarterly. I never actually look at the quarterly. That's interesting. You can see also the resistance support here. That's quite nice. But yeah, I mean, it's just a support resistance area. So you can absolutely use it. It's very high time frame, of course, going to a quarterly chart. But you can use it, identify it as a support resistance area, and then try and find a position locally. Try to end unless you're like an investor, but exactly, Mark. Exactly. Would you be able to discuss DXY hourly and daily? I don't have a count there, so I don't have anything. Like if I want to do a count, I need more time. So I'm not actually interested what's happening on DXY. Forever ranging. I don't even have anything. All the folders here are very old counts. So 14%. I don't need log. Bull, we're looking for 5. Bear. Y, ABC, bullshit. Yeah, this is also old, not relevant. Confluences to the upside. It's still interesting. Like the price, like 109, 110 is definitely an interesting area, but yeah, I don't have any analysis. I don't also feel like putting time in this. Like it takes time to do an analysis. This is a sharp move down. Potential for this to be an impulse. ABC flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. In that case, if price hits the 0.618 at 104. Probabilities do increase. This is a 3-wave structure, not a 5-waver, increasing probabilities to take the high, which would mean Bitcoin down. The potential here for W corrective. I mean, a double flat would be quite nutty, but WXY with another flat ABC, and then go down to get a second leg at least of what you had here. So just very quick thinking based on what I quickly see here, but if this is an impulse to the downside, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is not allowed to be the shortest. If this is 1 and this is 3, wave 3 looks the shortest. So that's not allowed in an impulse. Yeah. So then in that case, this is not an impulse. but it can be a B. So it can be corrective. Yeah, W, X, Y, potential, but yeah, whatever. That's just very, very quick thinking. If you take the low to the high, did we touch the 886? We did. We also moved up to the golden pocket. Probabilities, therefore, are not great for this low to be, of course, the start of an impulse 1, 2, and 3 to all-time highs. Probabilities are higher to take out the low. Unless this is a sharp move down. I mean, you don't have a partner leg yet. You have a very sharp move down, but there's no partner leg. Did we finally take the low? Yes, we did. Very nice. So sharp move down, range. There's not been a second partner to this. So that's pretty much what you're looking for. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Come on. So that's very nice. We actually took the low during the live stream. Yeah, brilliant. Cool. Okay, so puts a smile on my face, and then we look. No, not that one. This one. Remove this. That's irrelevant now. We just keep that on the chart. Do that. Just keep an eye on the point of control just in case. I actually think I have the line of the point of control somewhere. No, I don't. I don't want the whole volume profile on my chart, so I just do this, remove, ta-da. Very nice, very nice. Yo, how cool. We've been talking about it for a while, and it's great to catch it live. Really nice. When, what was the video? Wait, my new thumbnails are not. I need to put them in the right playlist. But another low. So here was one of 3 days. 3 days ago, and then now we made another low. The relief rally, the move up towards the upside here. So the thumbnails always communicate my probabilities. So yeah, nice. So 3 days ago on Sunday/Monday, when price was making the high, the thumbnail was another low. Nice. Yo, hey, how you doing? Wow, that's been a while. How nice to hear from you, man. How are you doing? So everyone is someone that he's been part of Diamond for a long time, and he also managed to fix a bug in the CVD indicator in the past, like the older version now. But yeah. How you doing, man? I only go to Cape Town. It's 10 days. We go to Cape Town. That's where the family of my wife lives and where she grew up. And yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for the 10 days. So, you know, I don't know. Look, if any of you are in Cape Town, you're around. I know Odin is, so I got to plan a meeting with Odin, my awesome mod. But if anyone else lives in Cape Town, we can do like a little Cape Town meeting and come together. As traders, and you know, would be nice. We'll post when cycling the Côte d'Azur. Yeah, Sam, you'll probably find a couple of routes and areas that I've never been to, because I mean I haven't really explored too much just yet. So I'm very curious to see where you go and what routes you take, and I look forward to Absolutely. I look forward to seeing some pictures. While I'm away, you're in Nice. It is a pity. It is a pity. I would have loved to be there when you visit Nice. But yeah, I mean, you know, life happens. So I'll be on the other side of the world. But we will meet another time, 100% for sure. And I look forward to seeing your pictures and hearing about your experience in the south of France as well. More interested in shorting than long. I agree. Bert, welcome. Can you elaborate on your chain of thoughts during the range? What information are you looking for? So I can talk about this, of course, Yaniv, in more detail during a diamond session. But when a range is forming, I look at everything that I look when I do my stream. So when a range is forming, for example, here, I look at, is a structure to the upside here corrective or impulsive, right? Is the volume in the high or not in the high? How does price act at certain support or resistance levels I have on my chart? Dailies, daily naked point of controls, CVD divergences that only get created after you actually form a ranging structure, right? So those are some of the things that, like, pretty much the main things that I keep an eye on. And then, of course, how these things come together is what eventually makes you trade. But yeah, I mean, quite simply, that is what I'm looking at. Quite literally. So the structure, the volume, the CVD, Elliott waves, and reactions at support or resistance. I also count the lows, but that's Elliott waves. Like, you know, how many lows do we have? Can it be a 5-waver, diagonal, and CVD, and yeah. So that's the stuff. Everything I use in my trading is always visible in my content. Of course, how it comes together is of course shared in Diamond as well. But it would be fun to do more of a live stream there and talk about it in more detail on how I make my choice. So yeah, this is called distribution. I mean, it topped in March for the last 7 months at least. I have security analysis exam next Tuesday. You will surely come to my mind on exam. Security analysis. I like to hear it. That's a good mindset. You know, safety first, safety first. Gotta be faster here. If the move down from 66 in the ABC, how do you count the local move down? If you're looking for, the move down from 66k as an ABC, I would prefer to count it as an impulse actually instead of an ABC, like this move down here. I would prefer 1, 2, 3, 4 and just 5 ending diagonal this instead of counting an ABC here. But if one is looking for an ABC down, then yeah, you would look for W, X, and then a Y, which means another ABC. But yeah, what's volume doing? Yeah, you currently have the highest volume in the recent move down, which is generally wave 3 or of course potential wave C-ish. But you would then, at the moment, you don't have enough info. You would need to count like A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a C in that case. Preferably though, I'm looking for 5, 3, and then 5 at the moment instead of a WXY. But at the moment, what I look for at the moment, right? So we move down. Currently, the highest amount of volume in the downtrend is in the recent candle that closed, right? So from an Elliott wave point of view, after the highest volume move here, the probabilities remain higher to look for downside. Highest volume is typically wave 3, or you're going to be looking for wave C's, but then you need a 3-wave structure. But your higher probability would be to wait for a range and then still look for another drop, and then another drop on lower volume. Yeah, you just got to wait for a range to form again. So now price has been ranging here, range. And yeah, now it's moving, and then we just wait for another range and then take it from there. But I'd be looking for an ABC, Yaniv. Where's the question? Oh, U-Sport. I'd be looking for like at the moment, I'd first be looking for impulse correction, impulse compared to an ABC from the high, because it's a very sharp move, and it's not a very clear three-wave structure. Whatever happens here, we can still reform this to a three-waver, but it's very sharp. Yeah, there's the potential. There's the potential. So yeah, you would then need A, B, and this needs to be your C ending diagonal. But that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is shorter than the 382 fib time of 2. Yeah, I prefer an impulse and then just look for an impulse now again. Yeah. Thank you, Odin. Have a great evening, man. Can you give a quick example? Wait, just found the place. Long stop loss got pixeled. Not sure what you mean, maybe a band-aid. Hopefully everything's all right, dude. Example, by using Elliott wave time in the last move in the 15 minute. So, first of all, I wouldn't use fib time here. I would use it for what's yet to come, because you have your highest volume here. So what you're going to be looking for is, hey, the highest volume is here. That's most commonly inside a wave 3 of an impulse. So you'd be looking for an impulse down where you're currently working on a 3, which means you're looking for a wave 4 and then eventually a leg down in a wave 5. And you can compare your wave 4 in time with your wave 2s. So this is your latest wave 2. Then you have the highest candle, that's your wave 3, which means your 4, right? Take a fib time, this is the 15 minute, but you take a fib time from the start here to the end to wherever this is starting to range. And then you have your fib times here between 1 and 6. Take a fib time. So if price moves down, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, you have your 3, you get your first 4, you get a 5, and then you look for another 4 now. But now the next 4 here is compared to this 2. So what you then do is take a fib time from the start. Do we potentially a flat here? That's 3-minute counting, so I'm not interested. So just from the low to the high, and then from the end of 3, and then this is your fib target for your 4, between the 1 and the 4 preferably. But I wouldn't use really fib times. It's too low time frame to really for me to use fib times here. You could like use a fib time and yeah, from the high to the low and then toggle on the 382 and then, oh wait, we made the high on the 382, minimum target for a wave 2, so works. But this is too local for me really to really use fib time. But that's how I would use it. So I would use fib time comparing the 2s here, right? I would compare the 2s in here with the future 4s. Yeah, that's how I would use my fib time. The best time is next year at the 618 Fibonacci time. Yeah, I would love a meetup, man. I would love a meetup. And then, yeah, so I'm thinking about it. It would be great. Like, I love meeting people from the community, and I've had the honors of meeting a couple of people already, individually. But it would be great to have a meetup, really have an event with activities, education, like maybe I can get some speakers in as well. And I mean, it would be great. And then have like a half day conference style and then a half day of activities and then another second day with another half day conference, half day activities. And I don't know, maybe even a third day, depends. I don't know. It depends on how many days we want to do, but usually 2 days for an event is quite normal. So I've been to a lot of conferences and events around the world because of being a global keynote speaker as well. And one of the best events I ever visited was in America, where for a C-level event of Capgemini invited their clients, C-level, CEO, CFO, CEO, C whatever O. And that event was organized what I like, the way I just mentioned. So half a day of conference, half a day of activities, half a day conference, half a day activities. It was really good. It was really fun. Zach, how you doing? Welcome. I'm doing very well, thanks. Just chilling now, and price dropping, and we're enjoying ourselves. So, how are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Venice will be the place of the meeting as it's full with Fibonacci-related temples. Do we come to wave down now? Are we in wave 5 or wave 3? Currently, highest volume here locally in the move down is here. So you would label this your 3. Elliott wave is outdated. Automated trading is the new simple style. If you say so, man. If you say so. We all here believe what you say. None believing a believer. Kek fucking W, mate. I think you need to take a sip of like a potion that makes you respect everyone's trading style, including Elliott waves. It doesn't matter what you use. If you can use it profitably, you're good. If you are fundamental, you're good. If you like to use automated trading, you're good. If you like trend lines and you're profitable with trend lines, I mean, you should respect everything. If you do not like Elliott waves, then get the fuck off, no? Can you check the Bitcoin dominance chart? Do we hit 60%? I don't have a count really. Because this is a percentage chart. So it works a little bit different. So what you're looking for in the dominance is basically having 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 5 waves up, 3 waves down. And basically you go sideways forever, 5 up, 3 down. But of course, with more and more coins coming, the question is, do you get lower highs all the time? Now, currently we topped out at 58. I do have resistance at 59.6. Don't actually know what that represents. I have 2 white lines on my chart, but it's too long ago. I don't really know anymore why I have it on my chart. But so we had a quick move up. You're currently in a more converging price action style where you can also see we have a range, right? We move up a bit, we create another range. So therefore, from an Elliott wave point of view, you'd count this as like 4, 5, 4, 5. So you might start a bigger range soon, but I would like 59.65. I have a line on my chart. It's there for a reason. So yeah, I would like to see that hit. We passed the first one, but. Above that. Uh, 60. 60 support resistance at 60. So yeah, I mean, can I see it happen? Yeah, I can. But you can definitely see it's grinding. It's not as impulsive as move up, down, quick up, sideways, and then another up. I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference. It's such a big difference. Huh? So yeah, but I do have 59.65. Must be there for a reason. So would be interesting to see it hit. Yeah. I feel the top is in. Probabilities are not on the side, but it's never 0, never 100. But oh wait, I guess on Bitcoin dominance you mean? Yeah, I mean I don't have a count on it. I don't really like to count percentage charts, but I would like 59.65 to be hit. I guess it's there for a reason. So oh, I need to be quicker here. Low is taken. Yup. What's up? Beer a bit is like writing a book in his thread, everyone. It's like great. Go to Az and Menton. We've been to Az actually a few times, not while we live in Nice, but we visited Az in the past multiple times. Also myself with my parents. Menton, I can't remember. But it's next to Monaco, so it should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. Are we talking about a 1112 from 64.5? A double or triple. A double or triple. I would preferably first talk about a double because a triple would be more bearish. So a double would mean 2 4 5s. And then that's what you're going to be looking for because the highest volume is in the recent move down. You're going to be looking for 2 4s and then 2 5s. But that's why we just wait for a range again. We can observe if we get a 4 by having the invalidation 618 on the chart as well. But I prefer a double because just like you don't want to be too bullish too quick, you also don't want to be too bearish too quick. And it's more bullish bearish to have a double than a triple one too. Yeah. Good evening, Thomas. Welcome. 57.5, nice support. Correct. Abdul Salam, welcome. In the next 40 days, 30K, can go up to 52. If we go in the next 40 days at 30K, can go up again from 52, 54 to 68. You gotta, or we go from here only down. I don't know, but that would be a bearish scenario. And in that case, you preferably direct down. Because if you're bearish, some people have the highest probabilities, maybe not Elliott waves, because if you actually follow Elliott waves, then your probabilities will never be highest for the bearish scenarios on a weekly time frame. If you follow the rules, at least according to Elliott waves, that is not possible unless you start to lose some more significant levels. But in a bearish scenario, and of course we do have that in the folders. Where is it? That's the weekly 112. No, not that one. Nah. Oh, here. Yeah, so preferably you would just look for finish 1, finish 2, and then just go. Like wave 2 retraced quite like high enough. Okay, fine, you can continue the range, but you wanna just go down then. Same with a multi 1-2, if that would be 1-2, 1-2, you just wanna start a direct move down. You don't want to just hang around for too long. But yeah, expanding diagonal, very rare. Never preferred unless everything else fills. And the double 1-2, the first wave 2 hit the 886. The second one, I think we just missed out. But the second wave 2 is like 8 times longer than wave 1. It's also not great. What's up, Florian? Where do you think on the way downwards we see some reaction? What is the time to maybe form a low? The reaction, so point of control, not really anything, but yeah, so this area of support here, 57.9, 56.8 is interesting, and then below that is 54.9, 54.4. From a time perspective, if we are looking for an ABC, which would be bullish, 618, it would be nice between Friday, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., Thursday, 17th of October, 6 a.m. to create a low for your wave C. If you're looking for a 3-wave structure, ABC, which is like if we talk about to maybe form a low, it preferably is in between that area at the moment. Yeah. Do you know Up de Villiers? I actually don't. I know the south of France, like the bigger areas. But I don't really think this is a big city, Like I know Az, for example, which also isn't a big city. But let me Google this. Oh, it's a cricket. Lol. It's a cricket guy. Yo, so I thought this. I thought it was a city, like a village in France, but it's Abram Benjamin de Villiers, a South African former international cricketer. I've never watched a cricket game in my life, so I'm not surprised. I had no idea. So the answer would be no. Police again, mate. Blue Oyster Bar. Meetup would be great. Yeah, I would love. Yeah, Sam's. I mean, I'm thinking about it for early December. So still be. It would be nice to do it before the end of the year. And of course, early December, it's winter period. End of December, people have Christmas, so you don't want to do it too close to Christmas. But yeah, maybe like early December. I don't have a lot of time to prepare, but as a first meetup, it doesn't have to be, you know, everything perfect. But I do want to have a solid agenda and you know, solid things, and just have fun, just like chill, have fun, talk, chat, educate. People can share experiences, and yeah, that would be fun. But it's also going to be, of course, a maximum group size. You know, because if I would put it online, I'm not sure how many replies I get, and I need a maximum amount of people to come then, because, you know, like if out of nowhere you have, like, I don't know, we have almost 14,000 viewers, 3,000 people in Discord. Imagine there's 200 people saying, yo, I'm there. I think it's a bit too much for the first time. gotta build it up. We'll get there. Gotta start slow. Like I think like 25, 30, 50, 50, you know, that's fine. Was je gisteren nog bij Bitcoin Amsterdam? I wasn't. Maybe Mark was. Koen's Academy, I'm volunteering as a jackass. Do you know Nevercoin? I don't. Welcome, Mystic Sophie. Dominance is falling, correct. Wave C is like, so if we're in a wave C, would you still expect the highest volume in 3? Yes. A wave C is still a 5-wave structure, so you do like to see the highest volume in 3. However, your wave Cs can end on high volume. If there is a structure that likes to end on volume, it's the Cs. So that is why also when you compare, for example, an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you have an ABC, the moment you have this, you might not be sure if you're looking for an impulse or an ABC. Because the highest volume here would be in your 3, and here the volume would be in your C. But it is the retracement next that gives the probability. So if you move down and hit the 618, probabilities are higher for an ABC. If you, however, range sideways, complex sideways structure, you're going to be looking for another leg up. In both cases, though, trading-wise, you're still looking for an entry in either your 2 or B, and you just follow your move towards the upside. Yeah. But wave Cs do have a tendency of having volume towards the end of its move. Let's see if we can find some more examples. 1 hour time frame. Not sure if I can go far back enough, because I do have some ideas here. Well, actually, arguably, if you look here, right? So, like we can't take the low, as the low is, you know, it's always high volume because of the support, the reversal. But you had a high volume move here, right? Close towards the high. Here as well. Final leg up here, right? And it's not the absolute final candle, it's this one here, but it's close to the high as well, right? So, and then over here, corrective move down, price moving down, volume peak, right? Highest peak in your last move. It's not the absolute low, right? That's this one here, but it's close to the low. And you see that often with your wave Cs. Let's see if we can go to the previous range. Of course, this one was nutty. So here, very, very high volume. I mean, you gotta, if you want to subdivide, this is a wave C. Maybe on the very low time frame, you can distinguish a 3 and 5, but on the 1 hour, it's of course it's not doable there. So yeah, that was a crazy one. Here, of course, very high volume move down. Short range took the low. Of course, you can counter the 5. But here we have another ABC, by the way. ABC. Range, drop. Highest volume in your low. Yeah. So it is something that you do see with, oh, by the way, here's of course another one as well. Highest volume in your low. So yeah, it's something you see in your C's. So when you get a very impulsive structure, be aware of 1, 2, 3, but also A, B, C. That's the two that you then like compare with. Nope. Yes. I recognize that Elliott wave theory is no longer just a theory based on your Elliott wave statistics. Yeah, it's by the way, welcome back, Beerabit, to your usual name. Yeah, I mean, Elliott waves is I mean, they call it Elliott wave theory, but there is definitely there's a data-driven backend to it, right? Which you can find as well in Discord, in the Elliott wave section, I believe it was. Yeah, and then download this here. You'll find that interesting if you like data. So yeah, it's very useful, very useful. Elliott waves is great. It gives such a good directional bias, and then it's just also about finding a setup in the direction of the bias, but the bias is then formed by using Elliott waves. So it's just probabilities. You're like, okay, you know, like we made the low here, price moved up, probability is higher to take the low. Literally made that video at the high, probability is higher to take the low. My thumbnail was take the low again at the high. And it creates a bias for myself, because no financial advice, but it's just like I create my probabilities, I create my bias, and then I can look for setups in that direction. And if the chart gives me other signs, then I'm happy to go the other way. But yeah, thank you, Mark, by the way. Yeah, so this is for the new people in Elliott waves. That's an interesting playlist. A partner, yes. So a partner leg is always in the same direction. So I suppose you're talking from actually this leg down would be a partner leg of 66 to 59 here. So this is your partner leg of the first move down. Rudy, welcome. How much better can a day be when a plan comes true? I agree. Prost. I agree. Welcome, Rudy. Are you good again? Like you survived COVID, right? Like you were sick for a little bit, but you back at it, back at work, back at trading, back at trading, trading again, working again, loving the price action. Enter the short at 62,230. Very, very nice. Good job, Rodney. Welcome as well. We dump 50%. Yeah, it's all probabilities. It's not Elliott waves, but of course, if this is something that's working for you, then trade it. Right? There's absolutely the possibility, and I wouldn't mind. But yeah, my next bigger volume level are 51k, 42k. 51, 42. 51 would be below the previous low. Which for the bulls is going to make life very difficult. So we all we care about, of course, mainly is the support here. That's very important. And then 54. If that one doesn't hold, ooh, it's going to be tricky. What's up, T. Clapson? Nice to see you back at your usual name as well. After that month, we dump hard. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I mean, it's the 10th of October. Would be interesting. I mean, I take it, we take it day by day and level by level. So, what is Discord? Can anyone brief it? Yeah, so Discord is like Skype, but better, more modern. And for today's age instead of like the old school age. So this is Discord. Don't look at what's here. These are all different groups. And this is, of course, my group. And in the group, we then have, let me close the thing so it gets more, so I can explain it. Oops. This is our team chat, general chat, analysis. Yo, bear a bit, man. This is AI made, eh? Yeah, so the raccoon is like, because of my name, the raccoon is like the emote, I suppose. Yeah, this is sick, eh? What a guy. Yo, that's awesome, yo. Yo, Beerbit, thanks, man. Yeah, so the raccoon animal is like the mascot of the channel. And we have a few emojis. If you do double dot and you write emoji, you can see we have some raccoon emojis here as well. And Jeroen is going to make like more official emojis later as well, and design them. But yeah, this is great, man. Thanks, Beerbit. I wonder, where did you make this? Like, is this Midjourney or something else? Where did you make it? Midjourney, yeah? Fundarensis, Midjourney? Yeah, interesting. But yeah, so with regards to Discord BBL, so if you enter the channel, link is in the description. First of all, the account needs to be older than a day to enter, just to avoid scam stuff. But then we have our welcome section, right? Important channels here. Exchanges with interesting stuff and campaigns and whatnot. Today, another one from Blowfin went live here, which is really cool. Really cool. I'll be participating myself. And then you have the diamond section. That's a membership section, gold section. So good diamond channels. And then you have the gold. So that's like membership section. So I can give people certain roles. So if I go to general chat and we would look at Jay-Z here, right? And then we have roles. Then he has trader, silver, and gold, right? You can see all the rules here. And then with certain roles, you have certain access, but all the people in the group have always access to Koen's updates, Koen's content, depending on the role. This is role dependent. Koen's CVD is also role dependent. Everyone has access to this here, the analysis channels, the general channels, except for the 100, educational channels, and question feedback. So yeah, and there's a lot of stuff like everyone shares analysis, Elliott waves, or other stuff. So it's like a big group with separate channels to chat, talk, analyze, share. You know, it's just a great community. We reach almost the same conclusion as I... Wait, bear a bit, the rabbit hole. You are at like two like windows at the same time, like a tablet and a PC or something? Yeah, Rudy COVID 1.0. Okay. Well, good. Don't let it be like another battle, you know? Don't get in touch with it again, hopefully. Altcoin season. The Koen's mascot, yeah. Yeah, cheers, BBL. Of course, we do have your account has to be older than a year. So if you would make a new account and then join the group, you might not be able to enter because it then says like, oh, you know, like the link doesn't work. That's the message you then get. Wow, 3,600 people in the group. Many people tend to just chill, sit back, but it's a very active group in the analysis channels. Yeah. ChatGPT has image generation as standard now. If you're used to using it, super easy. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, ChatGPT image generation. Midjourney gives you always 4 images by default. Chat on. Mr. Brownbug was with the 10-month-old. What did I miss? You missed Price taking out the low. So that's not, I mean, that's nice. We took the low. This is the red line was the point of control, so we're now below it. Keeping an eye on the monthly naked point of control. Sell Bitcoin if that's according to your plan. Then yes. If that is not according to your plan, then no. So it depends on your plan, right? Make sure you have a plan. Trade the plan. So from a Heikenhashi breakdown on the daily. And I think Gabriel also said on the normal candlesticks, you're going to close lower than the others. Nice P&L, thanks. Earning some money while being with your 10-month-old. I mean, that's what we like, no? Spending some time somewhere else and the chart does the rest. Very, very nice. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna call it a night. So I'm still in the Netherlands. Tomorrow I will be in an airplane the whole day. I won't have the opportunity to provide you with any content. It's gonna be a busy, well, actually a lazy day because I'll just be watching movies. But I won't be able to go online on YouTube for the obvious reason of being a couple of kilometers up in the air. So yeah, if you do have any questions, then write a comment below the video or write on Discord or Telegram, and I'll make sure to answer. Watching the new Bitcoin HBO documentary. Should check it out. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, Tim. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, I'll be flying tomorrow. So probably I'll be very quiet tomorrow as well. But yeah, if there's questions, I'll try to answer on the airport and that sort of stuff. I will have all my gear with me when I'm traveling. So I'm aiming to make content whenever I can. And of course, the weekend is coming up as well. And we have a busy weekend there with birthdays and social like stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll be flying with my wife to the south. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it, guys. And welcome, Mohib. I'm just closing now, but I'm doing good. Hope you're good as well. But yeah, thank you for the safe trips, everyone. I appreciate that good time with Ashley's family. Thanks, Sam. Thank you. And Nuri, I'll reply on Discord. So thank you, Thunderin. Yeah, PPA. Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure that tomorrow you trade safe because we do have some news just to show you as an end. 2:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. So trade safe tomorrow. Some news expected. So yeah, it should be an interesting day. I'll see it when I land. So yo, don't forget hand sanitizer. Yeah, I have it in my bag. So thanks everyone, and I will be speaking for you. I will be speaking to you from the other side of the world next time I go live. So thanks for being here. And I will talk to you soon again.